Hi, and welcome to your new Convesio dashboard. I'm going to spend a few minutes to give you a quick walkthrough of all the features and functionality so you can spin up your first site very quickly. So first things first, let's create your new site by clicking New Site. You're going to select the appropriate PHP version, the appropriate WordPress version, and you also get to choose your data center location. So we have data centers in the United States, the UK, and Australia. For this demo, we're just going to stay with the United States. And we're going to click Deploy. The job console window will come up. First things first, it's going to provision some space on the database cluster for your WordPress installation, and then it's going to build the file system. This entire process takes between 30 seconds and 60 seconds, just depending on how busy the cluster is at the time, but it shouldn't take very long at all. So as you can see, it's still building the file system, and it's starting the deployment now, and this is actually deploying WordPress onto your container. After that, it's just waiting for the container to come online, which shouldn't take too much longer. It's been about 46 seconds right now, so you can see it took 46 seconds. And this is the temp URL for your new WordPress installation. So the next step is you'll just click this link right here. It'll go to a WordPress install screen. The database credentials have already been inputted, so you don't have to worry about that. You just simply fill out the site title, username, and password, just like you were originally installing WordPress. And once that's installed, you can come back to your dashboard here. For the rest of this demo, we're going to use this WordPress installation that's already been installed. So we're going to go to Manage, Site Dashboard. And the next really large bit of information is going to be in the domains area. So you're going to want to assign a primary domain, so your .com address, for example, and you're going to want to point the A records of the root and the www, if you don't have that pointed at the root record, to these load balancer IPs. You get 2 load balancers per WordPress site. That creates the high availability solution. And once you have that pointed there, you're going to click Add Domain and input the domain name there. You'll need to input the domain name twice if you have the www version and the non-www version you want to have accessible on Convesio. But in this example, we just have a subdomain. So you enter that there, and you can see that this is already the primary domain. If we wanted to make the temp URL the primary, we would just click on primary. You can see how it switches there. And you also get a notification up in your top right. So once you have your primary domain assigned and you've made it your primary, you'll want to go to Security, and you want to create an SSL certificate. So this one already has an SSL certificate, but we can delete it for this and provision another one. You'll simply click on Add SSL Certificate and get Let's Encrypt SSL. Then you'll just click the button next to the domain that you want to generate the SSL for, agree to the terms, and click Continue. And as always, we have another console window that pops up giving you the status of the job. The SSL certificates generally don't take very long. It's just very important that you have the DNS pointed at Convesio prior to doing this, or it's going to fail. And as you can see, it updated the SSL state for the domain, and it is completed. And you can see it also populates down here. The next thing you're going to want to do is actually go to Backups and configure your backups as well. So you can see there's already 2 snapshots taken on this, but you can configure backups to create the backup automation. And you want to enable backups. And we give you a schedule that's already deployed. So the daily is every 1 day, and it's kept for 15 days. And every month, it takes a snapshot and keeps it from 365 days. But you can change that. There's a lot of different ways you can change that. So I would encourage you to look at that and decide what's best for your site. And then the last thing we want to show you very quickly here is the SFTP access for the site. So if you go to Settings, SFTP, these are your SFTP credentials for the site. You can use those immediately. They are immediately provisioned. And you can also enable and disable SFTP access for security. And one last thing is the caching mechanism. You can enable caching on the site. That caches your website at the edge of our load balancers, so nothing even hits your container. You can change the default TTL and also create exception roles and purge the cache down here. If you have any questions, feel free to hit the live chat button on your bottom right, or you can email me at joe@convesio.com, and I'll be more than happy to help you.